and start with the defense force. And well, they've got that power 3 at the top. Brent Sam. They've got Jamil Boatswain, while Justin Sadu, he was our man of the match in the last game. He controls the middle. Curtis Gonzalez is in there in defense. And Justin Garcia, his big presence will be required in defense. One change in the middle as Kevon Goddard, the former national 20 player, comes in, and their coach is Lloyd Andrews. And for police, Jabari Mitchell, he will lead the attack. Everything on his shoulders. Adrian Fonset in goal, of course. Cadian Gabriel, the former national wingback. Gabriel Nanton is back in the lineup. Michael Jem Gordon has been their leading scorer, and he will be expected to lead the line. No Purcell, the defender, he was given a red card in his last match, so he will miss out in this contest. But they've got experience like Juma Clarence and Xavier Ratchpole, who is on the bench. Richard Hood is in charge from the bench.
So the early scare for defense force, the ball off the line, but then eventually Police taking the lead. They were the better team in the first few minutes. Gordon putting the ball in the back of the net, and just like that, Police were leading by 1-0. And then a long free kick from Gonzalez, the handball from the defender looked to be Gabriel, and Brent Sam had a penalty in the first half, and he put it away beautifully. Had some power in it, even though Fonset dived the correct way, he couldn't keep it out, and it was 1-1 here. Then in the free kick, just going wide, Fonset couldn't move. Corner headed onto the bar. Fonset doing well in the end. It's going to make life a little uncomfortable. Just how long this free kick for the Police. And then second half, Boatswain putting it away from Fonset, and defense force finally in the lead by 2-1. A good movement. The ball was played through to Boatswain. He was on his own, and he placed it away from Fonset, and defense force was in the lead. But that was not for long, because the Police came again as that ball was played across just behind Lois, and because of that he couldn't get the shot away, and it came to nothing. Then the ball played in field, it flicked on, and the appeal went up for a penalty against Gordon, and it was not to be. Police never gave up, trailing by 2-1, and eventually they were able to get this ball across to Gordon, and he had the simple task of tucking it away from goalkeeper Bighead, and Police were back on level terms at 2-all. And one would have thought that Police may have gone on now to win the game. They had the momentum, but just like this, a penalty here was given away by Wheeler, and the referee was not having it. She yellow carded Gabriel. He had 2 yellow cards and was eventually put off, but that didn't put Sam off, because he had his second penalty of the evening. The same way he went into the corner, and Fonset couldn't hold on to it, and defense force in the lead once more by 3-2. And probably the goal of the night came from substitute Quintero. We'll have a look at it, because defense force, the Police was down to 10 men, and defense force, they were leading by 3-2 at this point in time. There we have a look at the penalty again from Brent Sam. He was so cool, so calm, and putting it away from goalkeeper Fonset. But at 3-2, one was looking at Police and thinking, well, could they get back into the game? But it was killed off by Quintero. There was Fonset sending it forward. It was headed back to Quintero. He knew that Fonset was struggling to get back into his goal, and he chipped him beautifully to make defense force comfortable here at 4-2. There were no more scoring, but what a beauty of a goal, because Quintero, he realized that Fonset couldn't get back in time, and he just chipped him magnificently. And just like that, defense force now were resting comfortably at 4-2. A good victory for the defense force. Let's have a look at the stats. The defense force was a pretty even game. 10 shots for defense force as 9 for police. Shots on target, 6 for defense force, 5 for Pulley, and then the corners, 4 for defense force, 1. Pretty even game, but wasn't even when it came to the goals. 4-2 defense force winning. Let's go down to James, who has the man of the match with him.
Well, I'm here with Brent. Brent, you're here again. You must be loving this podium at the moment. You're the man of the match yet again.
Yeah, I mean, you need to love it because after 2 years, no football, and football back, you know, you gotta enjoy it because time is short. You never know what can happen in the future.
Everyone seems to have enjoyed your 2 goals, 2 penalties, but of course you put them away at crucial times in the match. What was going through your mind at that point? Because that match ebbed and flowed.
Well, basically, you know, off the training park, you practice what you practice, you produce on the game day, you know. So basically, that's it.
All right, well, make room in the cabinet because you've got yet another trophy to celebrate. Thank you very much, Brent.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to invite now the coach of...